Good morning, it's day 2 of my motorbike adventure. I'm up, it's about 5 in the morning. I get up early these days, but you do camping anyway. I slept great again. I don't know what it is about camping lately, I just have a good night's sleep. The rain that we were promised has not come, thank goodness, so I've got time for coffee and breakfast and pack up camp. The ferry sails at 8:25, which means I want to be there at 7 or 7:25 at the latest. And then we'll be driving in France by 11. This is Camp Porridge. All packed up, ready to go. Tell you what, when it's raining and it's warm and you've got the waterproofs on, it gets hot inside here. Just take it carefully. Don't want any mishaps now. I reckon, no, it's only about 12 minutes to the ferry. What a lovely campsite. If you are looking for a campsite, I can recommend Cox Hill Camping. Let's go. Tell you what, I don't mind taking it easy this morning. Okay, whoa, look at that! Oh my god! What an incredible sight! C'est trop chelou, as Natalie Portman taught us all to say. It's too shady. Right, docks, let's go right. Check-in and ticket sales. There, I suppose. Yep. Thank you. Okay. So I think here's where we check tickets and passports. There's some white cliffs, not the white cliffs. That lens was incredibly wet. Sorry. Bonjour. Merci. Okay, we're through. It does seem to be quite obvious where we have to go. Oh, looks like I'm being searched. Yeah. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Do you have anything from this list?
I have a penknife, which is small, UK legal.
Yeah? Is it dangerous to kill people?
Less than 3-inch blade. The UK law, yeah.
You know UK law.
Yeah,
well
yeah.
done. You're a good man. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Paris.
Yeah, just for fun?
Yep, just for 2 days, yeah.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Au revoir. I'm glad I didn't have to take all of the gear off the bike. Unpack every box. Check-in lanes are on the left. I see. 2, 3. P&O ferries, here we go. Oh, the rain. I think we can officially call this rain instead of drizzle now. Let's go to here, behind my two colleagues. Morning, how are you?
Just your reference and passport, please.
Yeah. Where's there?
Okay, there we are. So it's lane 207 and you start boarding just before 8 o'clock.
Thank you. Lane 207 and start boarding just before 8 o'clock. Just, I can feel with my shoes on the floor there, this concrete is slippery. Oh, I see. All the lanes are here. To the left, 207. Just being extra careful because this concrete is treacherous. Here we go. Got talking to the guys up ahead, riding two up on great big heavy motorcycles. They said, "You came all the way down from Birmingham on that thing?" Yeah. I'd be prepared for a bit of a wait before you board the ferry. You've got to be there an hour before, but they only board half an hour before, which is fine if it's not raining. I can see our ferry arriving now, like a bloody great floating building, so hopefully it won't be too long now. Right, while we're here, let's do something useful. To set the clock, we go to the total odometer and we push both buttons at once till it flashes. And then to change pages, we push set. There we go. And then I want to change the time to 8:42. And I'm going to change the miles to kilometers. Lovely. Yep. There we go. Wow, this bike's gone further than I thought. Okay, I think we're rolling. Yep, there we go. Oh, the sea! Double decker, wow. Oh boy. I must admit I put my feet down then. There we go. So we want the bike between two tie down points. Okay, let's get a strap. Oh, you got a hammer. Good. That looks pretty secure. We are all loaded up on the ferry.
Attention à la circulation des véhicules sur le pont.
Look at this. I see sunshine, skies are clearing up. The white cliffs over there. Oh, you can go outside. That's where I want to be. Operation. And right on cue as we leave Dover Harbour, the sun comes out and a rainbow appears on the horizon. The crossing's about an hour, I think. Bike's all strapped down, feels very secure. So I'm going to enjoy the ride, mostly from the outdoors deck, I reckon. Grab a coffee in a minute. The ship itself is massive. There's a Costa and a duty-free and a bar and lounges, not to mention we're on top of a giant car park. It's kind of like a floating motorway service station. You know what? It's a floataway service station. The people I work with every day don't think I'm funny, but they are wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now making our final approach to Calais Harbour and will commence manoeuvring shortly.
All ready to go. Little wait while the car drivers get off first. Okay, here we go. So the guys in front have come from Cambridge and are also going to Paris. I think they might get there a little bit quicker. Whew. He didn't like this bit much. Taking it nice and slow. Ooh. All right. For cars. Capel. Oh, it's still windy here in France. Oh. Okay, so I'm turning left to Centre-Ville. Somewhere. Yeah, there. Okay, not going on the motorway like everybody else. Right on the right, right on the right. Ooh, this bit's windy. Oh, this feels wrong. Oh no, it's so wrong. Okay, here's a 50 limit. Oh, 50, okay. So I thought, there's no way I'm doing 50 miles an hour, obviously I'm not, I'm doing 50 kilometers per hour. I'll get used to it. Okay, riding in France, so far so scary. It's going to be fine, I'm getting used to it. I'm going to put a little bit of warmer clothing on because it is a little cold. I was so occupied with getting the bike off its stand and packing up and getting going and getting out of the terminal and the wind that I forgot to notice something, which is that I'm in France. I'm in France. I rode my motorbike to France. That's ridiculous. This little thing has driven to France. We're over halfway to Paris because from Solihull to Dover is quite far. Oh, it smells. I see lots of farmland here. I believe the north of France is quite flat and a pretty easy ride. Oh, we're at a 50 limit here. Anyway, I have ridden my little bike to another country. I think that's super. Where am I going? Ah, there we go. I'm doing okay, I'm getting used to it. The wind is just so strong and annoying. Left turns are weird because they're like right turns. Crossing across the traffic there. I would love for this to be one of those videos where I take you on a long, lovely tour through villages of France and point out all their names and interesting historical sites. I know there are lots around here, but at the moment all I'm really thinking about is driving and the wind. These D roads are nice, I like them. I think that they would be much more fun to ride under easier conditions. How has it only been 2.5 hours since I rode off the ferry in Calais? It feels like a week's gone by. My theory is the more you think, you know, you measure your time in your brain in thinking, not in hours and minutes, and my brain's been pretty active on these roads. The riding's feeling good now, and the weather's slowly improving, I reckon. A little less wind. We had a little bit of drizzle, but that stopped. Stopped off at a nice boulangerie for a sandwich with Emmental cheese and ham, which was delicious. Had an interesting conversation in perfect French with the lady there. I asked if they had a toilet and she said no. And then she asked if I wanted a ticket and I said no. And it took me a while to realise she meant a receipt. If you're driving through Abbeville, you already know that you need to visit Motoland. Some gorgeous looking bikes in there. Just going to finish my Twix, or as we call it in France, Le Twix, and get back on the road. Drive on the right, drive on the right. Three hours exactly left to go. Can I turn left here? Google thinks I can. No, you can't. Okay, we'll use the roundabout. Hey, so I learned something. In France, we don't do the biker nod. No. I did that a few times and they thought it was crazy. Instead, because we are driving on the right-hand side of the road, our left hand, which is not operating the throttle, is free to do this. So, just like that. Yay! Sorry, I got a bit excited there. I feel accepted. For a few minutes there I thought that French bikers were just boring, or that they could tell from the front of my bike that I'm from the United Kingdom. But no, I just didn't know the chat, the lingo. lot smoother on roundabouts now than at the beginning. It was ever so wobbly. Just turning anti-clockwise instead of clockwise just gave me the heebie-jeebies. But now I'm doing fine. Right, this sign up on the right here, the yellow diamond with the black line through it, means that your priority has been suspended. One of the weird rules in France is that cars on a major road have to give way to cars on a minor road from the right. So a car that wanted to come out there could pull right in front of me. It's called priorité à droite, priority to the right. That's weird and unusual, and in England you wouldn't expect that. So on major routes where that shouldn't happen because it's just too dangerous, you get a yellow diamond that means you have priority, you don't have to give way to the right. But that, with the black line through it, means that's the end of that zone now, and you do have to give way to the right. So I'm watching for anyone that wants to pull across me from the right hand side. That's an easy one to forget because it might not happen for a while. Direction Centre-Ville. That's the cutest bus in the world. Look at that thing. Oh, it's as big as a car. What does it do? Oh, I see Olympic rings on the roundabout. Abbeville looks like a nice place. I say that about everywhere, don't I? What's that tower up there? Superloto. We've got 140 kilometers to go. We've done 165, so we're over halfway. We're climbing a bit now. Don't pick a fight with this guy. Look at these pastoral, literally pastoral scenes. Great farmland with yellow hay. Good place to put your wind turbines, apparently. I know I'm racing through it a bit, but I'm pausing to just appreciate how beautiful the French countryside is. And how quiet this place is. I can't find any obvious bank holiday or national holiday or something. I don't know why it's so quiet. Also, French drivers so far, quite nice. Every now and then I'll notice that there's someone who behind me wants to go faster, and they'll just wait a while till it's quite safe and then overtake with plenty of room. No problem at all. Right, 1 hour 45 apparently left to go to the campsite. So we're about 38 minutes from the campsite. Our route hasn't taken us through that many towns, just some small villages. But this one is called Vernon, as in uncle. I have seen some people out and about, even in the countryside. I think a lot of them were just at work. But it still was amazingly quiet for a Tuesday. E-scooters, what a way to go. Not just the transport choice of the naughty, but a legal means of transport here. I tell you, I'm still just getting over the fact that this awesome little motorbike has taken me all the way to another country. You know, riding it feels so familiar. But then I look at the roads we're on and think, wow, we've come a long way. And we learned a few years back on a road trip to Cornwall in a camper van that you can't stop at every place you're interested in if you are touring from place to place, or you'll just never get there. The journey has got to be the point itself. If you're planning a few key stops of places you want to visit and you've allowed time for it, that's great. But to drive through a country is not to be able to stop and see everything you want to. But that's okay to just drive through and take it all in and look at the old buildings and see the way things work differently. 30. Oh. What's this place? Tempted by the pizza. Hey, I tell you what, the roads here in France are just gorgeous. Really good quality and smooth and no potholes. Yeah, I really can't fault them. Stop in the name of love before you break up. It looks like a junction, but it's not. They just want us to stop and check it's clear. Oh, look at this. This symbol means there's a road on your right where somebody could come out and have priority. This road. Look at that. We're nearly at the campsite and the weather is beautiful. Nice to set your tent up when it's dry. I'm still dressed for a storm. Ooh, can't go there. Yeah. Here it is. Camping les Îles. Ooh, nice. I forgot. I do have a code. Okay, we're in. Let's find the spot. 54, 55, 45, 56. Oh boy. Camp's all set up. I've had some dinner. Let's just wrap it up. So I rode about 307 kilometers today, over six and a half hours, something like that. And I loved it. Really amazing experience. The first half hour or 40 minutes of driving on the right hand side of the road were a little bit stressful, but after that you get the hang of it and it's really not a problem. The wind was the biggest pain in the arse today, and a little bit of drizzle, but not very much. The French roads were great. French drivers seem to be quite nice, and I'm looking forward to an exciting day tomorrow. So thanks for following me so far. I hope you'll join me for the next part where we ride to Paris.